how are you thinking about acquisition management for solutions that tackle elements of the climate strategy? I think, some of these technologies that are emerging span across program offices, responsibilities. They do more than one or two things to get after, say, power management or power storage on the battlefield, for instance. So how do you open the door for capabilities that don't fit neatly into one bucket? I think the climate strategy is a good example of some of the things that you'll be looking at that relate to this kind of problem.
So I think the strategy is a very good one in that it sets ambitious goals and then leaves it to the Army, elements of the Army with responsibilities to work towards those goals. So I think the strategy also captured a lot of work we already had ongoing. So things in terms of hybrid vehicles, electric vehicles, fuel reduction, microgrids that can support more fuel efficiency and less power demand in the field, for example. So I think it captured a lot of that. So our job in acquisition will be to work towards those goals and prioritize some of those efforts now that the secretary's laid down the marker of where we need to go. And I think we're working towards that. The best thing about the strategy, I believe, though, is it really prioritizes combat capability is still number one. So anything we're doing, that comes first. And what you're looking for is the win-wins, where something is both better for soldiers in combat and better for the climate. So those are really the areas I'm focused on. It doesn't have to be a trade-off between the two. I think there's lots of areas where we can achieve both goals at the same time, led by industry, frankly, that has vast amounts of research and development funding that they've put into those kind of technologies that we can leverage and integrate into Army programs.
I'm going to jump into some specific program questions for you. Is Javelin production at its maximum capacity, or is there ramp up room? What about Stinger missiles? How much room is there to ramp up? As we look at potentially giving more missiles to foreign countries. I know we can't dive in specifically to certain operations right now, but just to get a sense of where we are in terms of production and how much more we can accelerate that if needed.
Sure. So they're somewhat different cases. Stinger was in a very low rate production for primarily foreign partners right now. However, with enough funding and support from Congress, which I believe we are going to have, we can accelerate that production for the United States in order to replenish stocks of what we provided to other countries. There's a lot of details below that, though, that the team will have to work through. It's not just the missile, it's the ancillary equipment that goes with it. The full set of equipment you field, all of those also have to be produced at a faster rate. So I think the line can be accelerated from where it currently is with regard to Stinger. And we're working through those exact issues right now. Congress provided a large amount of money in the omnibus to help us replenish our stocks, which we greatly appreciate. And we are very close to being ready to inform Congress of our first moves in that direction. Javelin is in higher rate production. It's at its current production rate, which is quite high, but it can go higher. So that'll, again, be working with our industry partners, support from OSD to help us if there's any authorities we need to exercise, like the Defense Production Act. But there are ways to work through how to get, for example, long lead items faster to enable faster production, or just production at greater scale. So I think really those are two opportunities for the Army to rapidly move ahead the way Congress wants us to replenish those stocks. I think we can do it.